fucking sucked. What's up, guys? It's the Game Bro coming back to you with another F1 review right after the Dutch Grand Prix ended from Zandvoort. You know, we didn't get the rain. Got a lot of strategy. The way it started, we thought we were in for a boring fucking race, you know, but middle section of, hey, maybe it's a one stop from Mercedes. It's going to make it interesting. They're ahead. Got some questionable defense, from Sergio Perez, but you kind of saw that coming. I'm surprised he didn't push him off a little bit harder, but he got his own little taste of it later in the race from Sainz, even though that wound up being a fuck up. But let's just say, if right off the bat, hey, Leclerc, clean race. Not much happened to him. Strategy didn't fuck him. Sure as fucked Sainz, but there are a lot of other factors in that I'm about to talk about. But I guess congrats to Max on another home Grand Prix win. They tried everything to maybe shake the race up. Got a couple safety cars. Yuki Tsunoda did his best Nelson Piquet Jr. impression there. I want to hear more about that. What happened, why he got sent back out after what was thought to be that tire, seat belts. Hey, it's okay, drive it back, send him out again. Nope, safety car, VSC, whatever. And then Bottas with another Ferrari engine failure. And that one sounded great. Wish we had a little bit more smoke or fire, but whatever. Hamilton kind of getting a little fucked in the end there. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Mercedes listening to Russell. Either way, I don't think if Russell stayed out on the mediums, Max was going to get around them both. Maybe you would have saw a little contact. Maybe you would have saw a little action. I don't know. But whatever. Lewis is probably right to be pissed a little bit. I don't think it would have changed anything. I think ultimately they got fucked when Max was allowed to come in and pit the first time and go on the newer tires. I think it was just kind of inevitable. Whatever. But either way, Mercedes have to be talking about it after. I'm sure they're both not happy. George is happy. His best result, that wasn't Spa last year, if you want to call that a race. So on the signs, dude, what the fuck with the Ferrari pit call, man? They weren't ready, whatever. He comes in and there's just no fucking tires sitting there. What the hell, man? You guys are multi-billion-dollar operation. It's just fucking crazy sometimes. What must be going through their heads? And then Binotto having to come on the TV and answer to it. Even his voice, you can kind of tell, he's dude, what the fuck? Even Binotto's starting to question their own strategy that probably came from him. Either way, his race got fucked from there. He was kind of taken out of it, and that, that put him back to the last of the top six, and then some. And then later in the race, he comes in the pit. They call it an unsafe release, but I'm curious if he had a clean release from the McLaren, would that still be called an unsafe release? He wouldn't have been as close to Fernando. And props to Fernando, man. What did he finish? He finished in, sixth position after the penalty, but he was feisty today, man. Watching him come through the field after an unlucky Q2 yesterday, that was pretty exciting. Also, props to, you got Lando finishing in the top 10 when Daniel Ricciardo, again, deserving to be out of Formula One next year after the whole Oscar Piastri and all that situation going on. That's a story for another video, because that's a fucking clusterfuck in itself, with all that, Alonso going to Aston Martin, and probably better for him. The way Alpine seem to run things, I don't think they're ever getting back at the top with the way they're running things. Aston Martin has a better shot next year at being better than Alpine does. But also props to Lance Stroll. Points finished for him. After, what did they changed the power unit or something like that? So he started at the back or had some issue yesterday in qualifying. He made it to Q3. The Astons had the pace, other than Vettel, who just didn't like the tires after his first stop. A lot of different stuff going on. The track really rubbered in, kind of changed the way the tires were going. I was just curious in that middle section of the race when we were talking about one stop, two stop. The Max and Charles to stay out. I know Lewis is catching him, but I feel like Lewis would have had a harder time getting around both Charles and Max, even with the tire deg on the mediums. I don't know. That's kind of I was leaning, do I want to see that, or do I just want to see some safety cars shake the race order up and Max have to work for it a little bit? That's exactly what I wanted. I didn't want Max to win. I was rooting for Lewis. I'm like, let's get something different here. Max is going to be on pace now to just destroy the all-time season win record, and probably points scored in a season. Red Bull, constructors, no problem. Mercedes are slowly figuring their car out. I don't think they'll be anywhere near the top I could see them maybe getting a race win. I want to see some shit. I want to see Red Bulls take each other out or get in some action. We're going to Monza next week, which is going to blow because I don't think anyone can touch Red Bull next week. I don't care if Ferrari fucking run no rear wing like Williams tried in testing years ago. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, there's no way that I could see anyone else really being a problem next week. I know Ferrari maybe saved some updates for next week, but with all this talk about Red Bull bringing a lighter chassis to the next couple races or Singapore, who knows what that'll do? Let's see some complications with reliability again. Let's see Red Bull have some problems. Hey, these cars just come to the track, they go. I want to see some fucking problems. This is bullshit. NASCAR brings this next gen in, and we're seeing all kinds of different problems with the cars that we haven't seen since the 90s. I want that shit again, man. I'm hoping with the next generation of engines in Formula One, we see some more fucking explosions. Come on, let's see some big shit like that Ferrari failure in Austria. So either way, that's what I thought of the Dutch Grand Prix. Smoke flares came out at the end of the race anyway, so whatever. We'll see you guys after Monza. Hopefully that's a good race. Get some action. Maybe the Red Bulls have some engine problems, have to start at the back, penalties. That'd be great. So until next week, guys, I've been the Game Bro, and I am out.